Alright, so I haven't made a commentary video in a while. I believe the last one was the Saitama compare and contrast, and even then, that was a April's Fool video. Even then, that was an April's Fool video.
I positive tested for both. I positive.
Even then, that was an April's Fool's video. Wait, is it April's? No. Even then, that was an April Fool's video, which was 6 months ago. But I do feel like this is something I should talk about because, you know, I'm making more Sakura Stand stuff, and it's nice to share information now and then. Okay, let's start with confirmed stuff for the game, that being like, you know, dev stuff, you know, okay, I don't need to explain to you guys what confirmed things mean. Basically, we have MK Vol, which is Midnight Vessel of Life, more Cursed Spirits, and Suguru Gato. There might be some other stuff, but I'm not 100% too sure. So, starting off with Midnight Vessel of Life, currently in the game, Midnight exists as a spec, but it's unattainable, which actually, it'll come back since Halloween's coming up, so prepare for that. But Midnight Vessel of Life is a different thing, which I'm pretty sure it's an evolution to Midnight. That means if you don't have Midnight right now, you're gonna have to do a lot of grinding, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of grinding because I don't have Midnight, and I'm probably gonna have to make a video on both of them, which I really don't want to, but I don't know, I might skip it. I believe that the obtainment method should be the same, that being some boss fight. It might be changed in the future, I don't know, and I think that you actually have to fight the same boss to get the evolution, which is going to be fun, because I heard the boss was insanely strong. I don't know though, I didn't play back then. Diving further deeper into Midnight stuff, we should be seeing the return of the Halloween event entirely as well, that being, you know, the skins, candies, all that. Now, let's talk about Jujutsu Kaisen and the Cursed Spirits. So far, we've gotten every Cursed Spirit beside a special grade, which is actually said to release next week, somewhere around there. Now, these Cursed Spirits aren't for nothing. Alongside the special grade Curse, we'll also be receiving Suguru Gato as a spec. I don't know if it's going to release later or on the same update, however. So, majority of us should know how Gato's abilities work in the anime, but if you don't, essentially he has the ability to absorb Cursed Spirits and then, you know, like manipulate them and control them however he wants, and have them fight for him and all that. Now, this is just going to be a speculation, but we could potentially have it where if you're using the Gato spec, the way you use your Cursed Spirits, you have to go around collecting like active Cursed Spirits around the map, and then you use those Cursed Spirits for like your moves to attack people. It won't be for like all of your moves, but like specific ones, maybe like Cursed Spirit Manipulation Control and all that, where you just send out an NPC to attack people. But of course, this is just like a theory. It would be cool to see, but we'll see how it goes. Let's move on to stuff that isn't 100% confirmed for the game. Or well, technically confirmed by Fate, our dev, but I don't believe these are being worked on at the moment, so they have the chance to be cancelled. So that's why I say not 100% confirmed. So if you look at the Discord and search up Itadori rework, if you scroll down a bit, you'll be given a list of ability names and Discord links. When you press on the links, you'll be sent to moveset concepts by Fate themselves, meaning they do have plans for these abilities, they're just not in the works at the moment. Now, let's actually take a look at this list real quickly. So, the planned abilities listed are Kento Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen, MK Vol of course, Shoto Todoroki from My Hero Academia, which I'm not gonna lie is actually kind of surprising, since most people don't like My Hero Academia, so this could be cool. Emiya from the Fate series, Tusk from Part 7 JoJo, which is kind of funny, because I'm pretty sure our last JoJo spec was like Made in Heaven, which was a while ago, and this game's supposed to be like a JoJo game, but at this point it's just becoming a Jujutsu Kaisen game, which I don't mind. Sukuna, Gomu Gomu, also known as, you know, Luffy, Geto, which I wrote as Ghetto for some reason, Yuta during the Culling game arcs, Cursed Spirit Rika, which could be cool. I don't know if you like become Rika, but that would be actually kind of cool. A rework for Itadori, which I'm begging is going to be good. If you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but Itadori is one of my favorite characters. I love his abilities. I really hope they do him justice. And from like Gojo and Toji, they're probably going to do him justice. Then we have Herta from Honkai Star Rail, and an evolution for Gojo. I'm not going to go into detail about these movesets because that would just take too long, but if you want to read them yourself, then I'll have them linked in my Discord somewhere, so join that if you want to. What I am going to do though, is talk about the obtainment methods which are confirmed, and for the ones that aren't, I'm just going to make little speculations for them. Now, for Kento Nanami, the obtainment isn't listed, but it's probably going to be something simple, like finding his weapon and then killing cursed spirits, maybe a boss too, I don't know though. For Shoto Todoroki, this also doesn't have an obtainment, but I feel like it's probably going to be something with the All Might NPC and the Deku boss, which I don't want to do that anymore, dude. That took way too much time. For Emiya, this isn't listed, but it's pretty simple. It's a fate spec. It'll probably be one from the Holy Grail, which I'm never going to do. I'm not going to make a video on Holy Grail specs. I don't think I'm ever going to win any of those. Now, our first listed obtainment here is actually Tusk, which is just using an arrow on spin, and then evolving it by Johnny Quest. It could have been something cooler with like corpse parts and all that, but getting an arrow on spin makes it where you don't have to grind as much, so I'm not really complaining about this. Sukuna here is also listed, which is just using a cursed spirit on Itadori with a 1 in 20 chance, which doesn't sound that bad, but I'm not going to get rid of my Itadori for Sukuna. They said there's going to be an Itadori rework. I'm not getting rid of that. I might just make another alt to get another Itadori, but like, I'm not going to do that. Now, Gomu Gomu, I'm just going to call it Gum Gum Dude. It doesn't have an obtainment listed, but it's probably just going to be find a Gum Gum fruit and then do a quest line for it. And actually, listed here, we're going to get 4 variants for Gum Gum. The base being, you know, Gum Gum, and then Gum Gum Gear, which is probably Gear 2 and 3, Gum Gum 4th Gear, and Gum Gum 5th Gear. I'm pretty sure this is just going to be like a giant quest line where you can evolve your Gum Gum. That's going to be pretty cool though. So I did skip over MK Vol's obtainment, since, you know, we already talked about it, but we didn't talk about Gato's obtainment, and it is listed here. And basically what you have to do is you talk to Gato for a quest line. Gato will be located around Chariot Requiem spawn, and he tasks you with defeating Toji, defeat 5 curses with Standless, deal 3k damage with Standless, and block 1k damage with Standless. Now, this actually doesn't sound that hard. I could probably do this when Gato does release, if this is what the obtainment is going to be. Next up is Culling Gang Yuta, which actually has a very detailed obtainment method. That is to talk to Gojo and get a quest. For the quest, you have to defeat Gato with Yuta, defeat 20 curses with Yuta, defeat 5 special grade curses with Yuta, and defeat 1 special grade curse with Yuta. It's stated that to summon Gato, everyone inside the server needs to agree to summon him, and it can be also done in a private server, which is great for me and like literally everyone else in existence. Now, when Gato spawns, the spawn rate for curses will increase, but it disables the special grade curses from spawning. The reasoning is so that it won't be impossible to kill Gato. Now, after reading this, it probably means the boss is going to be really hard, probably as hard as Toji or even harder, which is kind of scary. Although the good thing is, you only need to kill him and not get items. As for Rika, there is no obtainment listed, and the moveset itself is very limited. I feel like this is going to be one of those mini specs that games do. So it'd be cool if the obtainment was, if you get killed by a Yuta player with Standless, it's a 10% chance to be cursed and become Rika, or make it where if you die to a certain move from Yuta, you get cursed and become Rika. So for Herta, it's stated that you can roll from the spec banner, which kind of makes me sad because I play Honkai Star Rail and I hate getting the tokens. So I'm probably either going to save up for when they release the spec, or just like trade for it, but why would I want to do that? And finally, we have Gojo's evolution, which is not listed, but I think it'd probably have to do something with Sukuna in a quest. I'm not going to go into detail since this is technically a spoiler, so. Finally, we have upcoming abilities listed on the Trello, which are Chainsaw Man and Sakura Star. There are no obtainments listed, and I don't think there's a way for me to possibly figure out how you would obtain Sakura Star, but I am going to make an obtainment method for Chainsaw Man. So before I actually talk about the obtainment method, I have to warn there will be slight manga spoilers, so skip ahead to the timestamp below in the watch time thing. I don't know how it's set up, so just go there, and basically, yeah, I think that's really it. So I think how this could work, there would be a Makaba NPC that you talk to, who will task you with killing 1 Chainsaw Man for his heart, kill 10 Devil NPCs, and obtain 50 Gun Devil bullets. When you talk to Makima, there will also be another option, which is teleporting you to a different map. This map will be filled with devils which you can kill, who will always drop at least 1 to 5 gun devil bullets. Every hour on that map, Chainsaw Man will spawn and always drop his heart for the player that deals the most damage. Whenever Chainsaw Man is active, the devils will not attack players because, you know, that would kind of make fighting him pretty hard. After you do all the tasks, when you talk back to Makima, she will then fight you for the heart. If you win, you get the Chainsaw Man spec, and if you lose, you have to wait 10 minutes before fighting her again. So that's basically everything I know of. If there's more, then say something in the comments. If I got something wrong, then also make sure to mention that. If you like this video, then make sure to like, subscribe, join the Discord if you want. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace.